Welcome in, welcome one and all to the sewing room. And I know some of y'all get tired of me saying welcome to the sewing room because you don't want to be in here. You want me to be in the kitchen. Well, I've got something I'm going to try to fix tomorrow night that I'm going to go back to the kitchen. I'm going to make it with you all. A friend gave me a recipe for some chicken. Put it in the crock pot. You serve it over pasta. It's just right down our alley. I bought all the stuff at the grocery store to make it. And if I don't do it tomorrow, I will do it real soon. Okay? And I'll try to remember to take y'all down the steps with me to the kitchen and show you what I'm doing in the kitchen. Make this chicken pasta dish. It's good. Are y'all ready to make some more quilt blocks? It's dark up here. I mean, it's not dark up here. Got all kinds of lights on. But it's dark, getting dark outside. It's getting kind of late. It's not quite 9 o'clock. And it's still daylight. I love all my daylight. It makes me happy inside and out. Yes, it does. Are y'all ready to make some more quilt blocks in our Tula's 100 quilt blocks? We're going to have to get busy. Because we've got Alice's 100 quilt blocks to do next year. And we're to block number 35. Can y'all believe it? We're doing block number 35. Oh, this one's got a big something pretty. This is block number 35 right here. This is how it goes together right here. Okay? I'm going to turn y'all down so you can see the fabrics right here. Oh my goodness. This has got a big print right there. It does. There's our big piece. Can y'all see? I think you can. Lay it up here so I can see it. I'm going to turn it upside down too so I can see what I'm doing. All right. Look at this bright color that goes with it. Oh, mercy, y'all. I'm hearing thunder again. It's all we have. Thunder and sun. Sun and thunder. All right. This goes like that right there. How's that go? And I bet y'all can figure the rest of this out. It goes right like this. And this one goes right over there, and we have an extra one. Look at there. All right, let's get to sewing. You know what we do? These two. And then we're just going to keep adding to them. We're going to sew with a 1/4 inch foot, a 1/4 inch seam, and sew straight up and down these blocks right here. Open that up and add it to this one. You know, this way should be. I'm still thinking about doing a live. Would you all want me to do a live one night with you all? Get the mister up here and do a live. I'm still kind of toying with that idea. I'd like to, but I don't know how Mr. Andy will do with it. And I don't want it to be too late at night when I do it, because some of y'all might go to bed early. I don't. I'm a night person. I'm a night owl. We all tend to be around this house just for, whatever reason. That's just what we are. Okay, there's that one. Now we're going to do this to this, this to this, this to this. And I'm going to chain piece these. And then I'm going to cut them apart and sew them all together again. Okay? sure where my little flower is to cut these apart. So I'm just going to grab that pair of scissors right there. Yes, I am. Pretty sides together. Right like this. Well, good grief. What in the world? Something's come loose here, you all. My foot just fell off. Let me get this back on. I'll be back. All right, I got the foot sewn back on and I got this ready. Now looky here. This is going to fit right like this. Going to match that seam. Let me press that the other direction. Okay, here we go. These two are the only two that have a seam. And right there on that edge, and that one is perfect. All right, we're going to sew this, and then this block is finished, and we'll move on to block number 36. There is block number 35. Can y'all see that? Isn't that pretty? There's number 35. We'll lay it right there for right now, and we're going to go on to block number 36. Oh, we get to start a whole new section. Triangles, 36 to 55. So we'll be doing this for a little bit. Look here. This is something new that some of you all may or may not have done before, and that's make half square triangles. Look here, we're going to make half square triangles. Okay, so let's see what we got in our envelope. Wonder what fabrics we've chosen for this one. Oh, these are pretty. All right, block number 36. All right, here are our two squares, okay, that we are going to cut in the middle after we sew them, right down the middle. Okay, we're going to mark with a pencil and a ruler, corner to corner right here. We're going to sew that right down through there, I think. We're going to sew it down through there, and then we can make it smaller, but we can't make it bigger. How's that sound? All right, this piece will go right here at the top. This one will go here. This one will go here. This one will go down at the bottom. All right, so I'm going to get my ruler and some chalk. All right, we're going to lay this corner to corner right here, just like this. And I'm going to mark that with this chalk right here. Right like that, corner to corner. All right, now then I'm going to sew 1/4 inch on each side of this line. Okay, on each side, I'm going to sew 1/4 inch. All right, 1/4 inch on each side of that center line that was drawn diagonally. We're going to cut that right up through there. We're going to hope this is the way they meant for us to make this. All right, now I'm going to press it open, okay? Or press it to one side, rather. right, now then, I'm going to clip these little tails, I call them. Right there and right there. Clip those off, just like that. And there's our center piece. Doesn't matter which direction it goes, I don't guess. Now then, we're going to sew our center up here, side to side. Now then, let's sew this piece on this side. And we're going to press it. All right, now then we're going to say, so this piece up here, and I did cut that piece a 1/2 inch long, so that's fine. All right, now then, I bet this one's a 1/2 inch long too. Nope, it should be right. This one is closer to right, but it's still. All right, we're going to sew this down. All right, let's press it, and then this one is finished. This one does need to be trimmed, so I'm going to trim a little bit of it right here, just to kind of square it a little bit. There. There's 36, 35, and 36. What color do you think 37 is going to be? Oh, let's lay our pieces out. Oh, this one's going to be pretty. Look here. Look. This one's going to be real pretty. Let's see what we're supposed to do with it. We make a big half square triangle with these. And then these go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Or this way. They're showing them this way. Right like this. And our half square triangle goes right there. Now this one I'm going to sew right on the center seam. Okay, the center mark. I'm going to take my ruler again, just like I did a minute ago. If I can find the ruler. Well, I've already lost it. What did I do with it? Goodness gracious. Y'all, I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached. Especially today. What did I do with that ruler? Did y'all eat it? Y'all are probably saying, it's right there, it's right there. Well, I'm blind as a bat and I can't see. So, I got another one. Right here. No worries. These are new. New rulers. Alright, this one will work. Now this I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to sew right on this long, because that other one came up being just a hair small. And I would rather have it just a hair bit too big, because you can trim them down, but it's not easy to make them larger. Now then, we're going to cut it at 1/4 of an inch. Save that for later. And press. All right, y'all, right here's this. And I sewed that wrong. I need to quit sewing for today, y'all, but I'm going to finish this video with y'all. I am. I'm just going to rip this out and turn this over because I sewed it. Pretty side to wrong side. Pretty side to the wrong side. Wrong side to pretty side. So, I'm going to rip it out and then I'm going to sew it back and then I'll be right back with you. Alright, I'm back. I got it ripped out and re-sewn, and these pieces you sew straight down the center of that square to make your half square triangle for this particular book. At least that's what I have figured, to make them come out the right size. So you don't want to sew 1/4 of an inch on each side and make two. You're only making one, so you sew corner to corner, okay? And here I'm just attaching the 2 side pieces to this one. This is just a big half square triangle center with a border around it. So the 2 sides and then the top and the bottom. Of course, we have to press all of our pieces so that they lay flat and they are pretty, and it all sews together nicely. So here we're going to put the piece on the bottom or the top, depending on how you want to look at it. And there's the other one. Let's get these 2 sewn on there. Here we go. Back stitch when you start and you stop, and use 1/4 of an inch seam for your quilt blocks. That's pretty standard for all of your quilting. I'm using a size 12 needle on my machine when I'm doing all my piecing for my quilts, and 1/4 inch seam. Back stitch when you start and you stop, so that you get all that to where it won't unravel on you, because then that's not going to be fun, because then you're going to make your quilt and then it's going to have little tiny holes where you didn't back stitch your seams. And we're going to press it, and then this one is going to be finished, and we will move on to the next one. Alright, there's that one. Isn't it pretty? I like it. It's one of my favorites, and it is easy peasy to do that. Half square triangles with a border around them, and they make such a pretty quilt, and it's a very easy, beginner-friendly quilt pattern. Now this one's a little more unique. Let's see what our fabrics are going to be for it. Oh, this is going to be pretty. These are the blacks and the whites. I want to do a whole quilt with just black and white and gray. I think it would be so pretty. Let's see how we lay them. That goes at the bottom. That one at the top, and then we make our half square triangles right here. Make sure we get them pretty sides together, because we don't want to make that mistake again. And pretty sides together. Alright, now then, I'm going to show you all something right here on the machine. You see this right here, this red line? That is where my needle goes down into my fabric. That is a 1/4 inch line right there. And if you keep your triangle, if you're making half square triangles and you keep your point on that red line right there all the way up, then you know that that is straight, and it saves you time from having to change that. Okay, now can y'all hear me? Mike's dying. Y'all, I need to quit for tonight. I really do. I really do just need to quit. Batteries are dying. Everything's dying. I'm having to take stuff out. I need to quit sewing. Yes, I do. Okay, I'm going to go back and try to tell y'all what we did. Here's this one. We sewed our half square triangle. We sewed our 2 side pieces and then our top and our bottom. And that finished block number 36. Okay, we have done 34, 35, 34, 35, and 36. This is block number 37. It is black and white. Okay, and it goes just like this. And we have our 2 half square triangles right here. And I'll bring y'all back around here and tell you again, because I know you didn't hear me. Right here on this seam, or this red line, is where my needle goes down. Okay, right there. That lines up perfectly with that right there. So if I'm sewing and I keep this point right here on that red line, it'll sew from corner to corner. Alright, that is what they call 1/4 inch seam tape. And it saves you a step from having to draw your lines. You just have to watch your center point right there. Keep it on that line. And that sews it straight down through there, corner to corner. Right like that. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. And I hope the sound is okay, you all, because I don't have a mic on, but I think you can still hear me. I hope you can. We'll see if this mic is charged up. Okay, this mic's charged up. Let me put it on. Because I know some of y'all get just irate. Because I have a problem. I'm just little old me up here in the attic trying to sew and show y'all what I'm doing. I'm not a professional videographer, and I don't have a professional videographer. It's just me. And I sew. I'm not a camera person. I'm a sewer. Okay. All right. Let's press our blocks. There's one. And there's 2. Right like that. All right. Now these go right like this. Okay. They go right like this. See that? This is how these go together. Okay. So these 2 I'm going to sew together right here. Right down through here. Now then, we just have to sew this right up here on the top and the one on the bottom. That one. Now let's put this one right here on the bottom. And, well, we're going to press them. And there's that block number 38. All right, let's see if we can get one more, maybe two more. We'll try to do 39 and 40. 39. Oh, this is another pretty bright colored one. Here's 39. Let's see what it's supposed to look like. It'll have a triangle in it because that's what we're making. Oh, goodness me. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, here are our pieces. Here's our big piece. We'll lay these down here. Turn y'all this way so I can put it on our whiteboard. Okay, let's lay this one down here. This is a yellow. These are our tops and bottoms. Okay, now then, this is a side. This is a side. This one will go here with a quarter triangle here. And no, this one will go here with a quarter triangle there and a quarter triangle here. This one will go here with this triangle on this side, and this goes with this one on this side, okay? All right, now then, we got to pay attention to how these go, okay? So this one, this triangle, if you look at your book right here, it's showing it going this way right here, from here to here, okay? From here to here. And then that'll turn back and it'll look like that, okay? So, let's sew that first while we know which direction it's going. And you know which direction to sew. And we're going to trim that off. And we're going to press it. Okay, now then for the top up here, we've got this triangle. We're going to lay it on here just like this. And this is the part we want to keep, okay? So, our seam goes here. Is that right? Let me turn my book around. Turn y'all around here so you can see. All right, if this goes on here like this, we need to sew from here to here and flip that direction. Okay. This is where you have to stop and think when you're doing something like this. Pay attention. Maybe we can get this one without having to. All right, let's cut this off and press it. Okay, this goes like that right there. Now then, this one goes, sew it from here to here, bottom corner to top corner. You want to sew from the outside to the inside. Okay, let's cut this off. And press. And this one will go like this right here. See how it makes it look like a square? Can y'all see? Turn y'all around there just a bit more. See how it makes it look like it's a box, 3D box. Okay, now then, we're going to sew this one to here. You need to find your pieces that match up, okay? All right, let's press that one. Okay, now then, this is going to go right like this. Okay? And they're all matching up perfectly. Yay! All right, now then, we're going to sew this piece onto here. Now we're going to sew this one on to here. Okay? And we're going to press those outward. Now we're going to do our top and our bottom. I'll turn y'all over as you can see. Top and our bottom. I'm going to press it and then this one's finished. This one, I really like this design a lot. It looks like a block. This is one of my favorites. I love this one. And if you did these all the same fabric, it really would look like a three-dimensional cube. That's 39. Let's do one more and then we'll stop for today. Oh, and this one's got 4 cubes. This one's got 4 cubes. And these are little bitty pieces. I think we're going to stop right there and we'll start with 40 on the next one. All right. So, to recap what we have done, we did, this is block number 39, 38, 37, 36, and 35. All right, here's our blocks that we did tonight. Bring y'all up here, turn you around, and you can see them. There you go. This one's my favorite out of the ones that we did. Let me know which one is your favorite. But this one is my favorite of the ones we did tonight. It is. Love that one. The next one's got 4 of these. It's like this, but shrunken down. Downscaled into 4. And it's going to take a minute. So I'm going to finish this one up. I'm going to end this video right here with these 5 blocks. And they're all beautiful. I love them all. I do. This one I love the colors of. I like this one even, just the black and the white. I always thought black and white, or black and cream, that's more of a cream, would be pretty. Of course, you know I'm a pink girl. I love the pinks and the chartreuse green. I just do. I like them all. I do. Sorry if we had a minute or two with no sound or low sound. I tried to get a mic back on quickly. As soon as I realized it was gone, please don't scream at me. I'm trying my best, you all. Life is hard right now. It really is. Mr. Andy is not as easy to care for as he once was. He started wandering off, so we have to keep a closer eye on him. It's a little bit harder for me to do anything with you all. That's the reason I'm up here at 10 and 11 and 12 o'clock at night sewing with you all, because he's down there in bed. So keep us in your prayers if you are a praying person, and if you're not, you need to start, because I can't get through my days without prayer. That's the only way I've been able to survive the life that the Lord has given to me, and it has been good, but we have had our rough patches for sure. So go make these 5 quilt blocks, add them to your repertoire, and we are going to come back and we'll do 5 or 6 more, depending on how difficult they are and how quick they come together. We'll do some more, and I'm going to try to get through this book here pretty quick, because it's starting to hang on over me, and I've got other things I want to do with you all. I've got other quilts I want to make, and lots of other things I want to do. Plus, we've got our new one starting in January. Yes, we do. Go on there, find it, find the quilt journal that I made for that one. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's getting late and I'm getting tired. The quilt journal for that one, it's in the Etsy store. If you're doing that one, it's a huge, huge help to be able to have that organizational tool. It really is. It's helped me tremendously. So here are these 5 blocks. Go make them, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.